Hello and welcome to Oxford Downs for today's fixture versus Shinfield in the ECB National Club Championship. News from the middle is that Shinfield won the toss and elected to bat. You see their players over there warming up. Joining me later today will be Badger on comms. The bell has just rung, so the players will take their positions in the field. Try and use the camera a little bit more today. We've got a couple of youngsters who were on comms yesterday. They were very good. They're going to be helping us out today. Certainly get some of them doing some camera work and helping us out with speaking all the way through, because it sounds arduous speaking here on an entire match, but it is actually quite draining. I don't know. Draining is possibly the wrong word, but you have to stay mentally alert for quite a while. So anybody who wants to come and help us out on comms is always welcome. Quick team talk there. I can make it. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. It's quite bright today. Sun's out. Matt Warner captain in today. It's better. Great stuff. Gary Pannons and Richard umpiring. Looks like Ollie Armstrong opening from the chapel end. So I think this is the third time we've played in this competition. Not quite certain of our record. I think we won in a bowl-off last year because the weather conditions were so poor. So I think we won the first game but then got knocked out in the second game. They were both away from home, so pretty certain this is actually our first home game in this competition. So opening the batting we have Abhishek and Shashank. Apologies if I pronounced those wrong to the Shinfield supporters. Abhishek, Abby, and Shashank. Shashank. Yeah, we'll go with that. Off we go. Ollie's grown a bit since last season. He was pretty tall then, he's even taller now. So this is a 40 over game. Could be a wide. Yeah, I would imagine it's leg side wides today, so anything down the leg side will be an extra run and an extra ball. In the slip cordon, and Beans has taken his first wicket. Not an easy catch. Diving to his right. Sure not the start that Shinfield were looking for. captor is Sagar Chand. And here's Badger.
Well, comes the outcome of the wicket.
We are live. You just need to turn the mic on and turn the mic on the mixer.
Three.
You are 3, correct. You might want to wait until you... that's it.
Afternoon all.
Yes.
Well,
good start there.
first wicket.
40 overs. Yeah.
Mr. List. So yeah, that was a great take.
Yes.
I
yeah,
bet
I'll
you got
just say
that
it's
really nicely on camera.
I did. I don't know whether the slip slightly obscured the camera because obviously we're at a slight angle here. I don't think it did.
First slip is very close to beans, actually, given how...
That'll be another wide.
This time.
So it's a funny little W motif on the scorecard there. Little W, big W, little W.
Okay, fair enough.
I know actually in the scorebook, wide is not signified as a W, is it? I forget what it is.
Thanks, Stato.
Is it a upside down triangle, isn't it, a wide?
Something like that. I don't get involved in that. I cut hedges.
And I only score with the laptop, so I
So
have scored with a book, but a long time ago. But I always had to look what the symbols were because I used to make them up.
I tried it once. I was traumatised by it. I was about 15. I got it.
God,
I got in such a mess doing it.
You need to do some junior cricket.
I help in other ways, Matthew. You know that.
I know. Yeah.
I don't want to get it wrong. I've seen angry parents. It's going to get
Push
runs
that
for
wide.
that.
Yeah.
Probably 2. They went running fairly quick. The outfield is dry, very dry. We didn't have any rain yesterday. Forecast 1 point was for quite a bit of rain, but we avoided it. The outfield is very, very dry and hard, so you'll get value for shots here today, that's for sure. Plus, we're on about pitch, I would say, wicket about 8. And so the boundary on the leg side, as you're looking
more like
at the moment.
10, I would say.
Nope, 13 is the practice wicket. So I think it is mine.
16, 17 is a practice
17,
wicket.
sorry. So yeah, you're probably right. But yeah, you're going to, that leg side boundary towards the Abingdon Road, if anything goes slightly down the leg side and is clipped, you're going to get some runs. There's one. There's a fielder down there. I think that's Gus Watts.
So there is a circle. So there is fielding restrictions. I'm not quite certain how long, if there is a power play.
Didn't notice one being signalled at the very start. But have you explained to our one viewer why us two are doing commentary at the moment?
I can.
No, that's fine.
I've just seen how many viewers there were. There's 7
4.
viewers.
7. Yeah. Oh, okay. Hello, 7. Yeah. 7. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have Bear. He's been a little bit unwell, bless him, but he's on the road to recovery, we're assured. So hello, Bear, if you are listening, you are missed. And then Barnes is living the dream. One of his lifetime ambitions. He is going to be playing rugby on the pitch at Twickenham today. So I think he's a very,
is that
very
in the
excited.
over 60s, is it?
No, it's something to do with his team is Gosford All Blacks, and they have been drawn. It was like a ballot or a lottery for clubs who have been growing the game, and as a reward really for them. And they got picked out of the hat, and they're all rather excited, as I would be. Well, I'm not. I'm not really into rugby, but I would be
Gosford have an
excited.
over 60s team then, do they? Did Gosford
No,
have
he's coach, but he's player coach today.
Okay. Player coach.
So young Tom Costley is playing today, same game. Yeah. So good luck, guys down
he's
there.
not over 60, is he? So he can't play.
Not yet. Bit of shape on that ball from Gus. The net end, the house end. We never did settle on an end name, did we?
Car park house.
Oh, car park end sounds rubbish. But it's always the chapel end, which is obvious because it's always in view.
Opposite to the chapel end.
A bit wider there. Tempts in
Proper
for a bit of a
swish on that.
slash.
Been better off just leaving it.
So plenty of overs to go. Plenty of time in the game.
So how was Fred this morning? Buzzing? Because he obviously made his debut for the first team yesterday.
Yes, of sorts. Yeah, it was. He was very tired, but very buzzing this morning. He was 12th man. He only expected really, and I set his expectations to be that you'll run the water on. You might get to field for a couple of overs if someone needs a wee. But turns out poor old Buckingham, well, not one but two of their lads got hand injuries. So Fred actually, as it was a friendly, went on and fielded for them. And those hand injuries were pretty terminal in terms of for them for the game. So Fred ended up batting 10. So yeah, thank you Tom Cosford again for getting my son out his first ever senior dismissal. Couldn't be from a nicer guy. Oh, we have one listener who's contacted
Whittaker.
us.
Afternoon, chaps. Afternoon, Richard.
Good afternoon, Mr. Whittaker. Hope you are well. Look forward to seeing you down here soon. Watson again. Click that into the leg side. He's going to go for the quick fumble. They will go through for the single. So first run conceded off of Gus Watts' first run in the first over. More and more people turning up at the club now. The bar is open. I've witnessed it myself.
We've got £2 Thatchers today.
We have, if you look at our
£2
Insta
Thatchers.
feed, there's a lovely picture of an ice cold Thatchers with cricketers blurred in the background. It's a master of photography. So it's £2
You didn't
a
use
pint.
AI to generate the picture then?
No, I didn't. No, a real picture. I'm an artist.
I think it'll be 4.
I think he'll streakily get away with 4. Yep, that's
Inside edge for
bobbled
4.
over there. And good afternoon, Lawrence Brock. He will be down in a bit. £2 pints. ... So
I'd like to point out it's just one barrel.
yes, while stocks last.
And there is 80 pints in that barrel.
So if we'll put aside 10 for you, Loz. So yes, while stocks last, it's not a case that we have like 10 barrels. That
It was
we
my
need to get rid
mistake.
of. Did you overorder?
No.
Oh,
So it's Thatcher's Dry. And I did actually, initially I thought, oh gosh, they delivered the wrong one. And I then checked the order online and I'd actually accidentally ordered Thatcher's Dry. And by the time all of that had transpired, it had gone past the 14 days to allow me to return it, or 7 days or whatever it was. So it's been sat in the cellar and I was thinking I've just got to do something with it. So what better?
oh, he's gonna get away with just a single there. I think a little edge just fell short of the fielders.
Yeah, there was never a real chance there.
No. So great. Well, I'm sure it'll be a lovely drop, particularly on such a lovely day. The sun is out, white, fluffy, cotton wool clouds with lots of blue sky. It'll warm up, I think, very much so.
We need to actually, what I need to just dash over and do, Paul, if you don't mind, is
course
just
you
put the live stream on the TV behind the bar, which obviously, that's a bat, there's a bit of bat there.
Half-hearted appeal, I would
there's a
say.
bit of
No, you go and do that, Matthew. That's fine.
And it obviously gives us one extra viewer as well, doing that.
Don't tell them that.
Okay. I've got a load of computers set up round back with all running the stream. Yeah, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Thank you, Matt. So Armstrong continues from the chapel end. A little bit of bounce there. Draws the shot. I'm not sure when we will be replaced by our junior commentators who did such a smashing job yesterday. They really did. Had lots and lots of comments on what a great job they did. Originally, we weren't going to be doing commentary as well because I was busy with different things. Bear and Barnes were busy. Matt was busy. But the lads said, "Do you mind if we have a little commentate?" And we said, "Yep, go for it. We'd like to give people a go." And they did a cracking job. So a career in broadcast journalism, I think, for one or two of them. Good afternoon, Mark. Great to see Tom Ettridge, just in the comments, covering first and second slip with his wide starts. Well, he does have, he's got long legs. Thank you for that, Mark. God, yes. You could drive a tunnel, bus through that. Afternoon. A couple of the Shinfield lads go for a lap. We're live on YouTube, sir. Live on YouTube. Okay. We converted a horse box into a makeshift studio. Okay. So, yep. Commentary as well, eh? Yep. We're mic'd up. So, yep.
What league do you guys normally play in?
Home Counties Premier League. So we play teams like Wickham, Henley, Banbury, Aston Rowan. So that's the first. There's a mixture of, there's quite a lot of twos out there who play, have just got promoted to Div 1 of the Cherwell League. So, yeah.
Hi, how you doing?
Oh, yeah, good.
Yep,
Thanks,
just having a look.
Yeah. You're more welcome to come and have a go on the commentary if you want to.
You're more than welcome.
No, not just yet.
You sure? Okay. Don't be
I'll give you
shy.
a mic.
Going to get value for that shot. There you go.
Yeah.
Bobbled over the rope for 4. So what is your name, sir?
I'm Prashant.
Prashant Paul.
Hi.
This is Matt.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Your first time up this way?
Yeah, first time, yeah.
Because you're not a million miles away, are you? You're near Reading, I believe.
We're in Reading, yeah.
Yep.
Just junction 11 on the M4, so.
And have you played this competition a lot as a club?
I think the last 3 years we've kind of entered it.
Yep.
We've kind of knocked out, I think we got knocked out every time, first game, so.
Is it that well?
Well, it's a good
we're
early...
getting a few new young guys joining and stuff.
Yep.
I've played Shanks, who's opening there,
Yep.
and a few others who are not here today, but we've been around for about 20 odd years playing, so.
Oh, good.
That's
That's great. It's a good early fixture as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you guaranteed a game early on, and we've been blessed with the weather.
Yeah.
It's not miserable and almost snowing like it has been.
Lovely day.
Ooh, got that through, and he'll get another 4 there.
Is that leg buys? No. Off
But yeah,
the
we're kind of getting younger players in.
Yep.
We've got a youth section. There's a couple of.
Yeah, I had a look at your
players
website, and it's impressive the youth setup you've got there.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll have new blood.
Yep.
flowing
Or
through
you've got to have it, otherwise
it just dies. You know?
it does. The amount of clubs around here, we're actually currently looking at trying to get a second ground or a second pitch. And when you look at it, it's really sad. There's 3 or 4 within 10 miles, old grounds that are folded and could be resurrected because those clubs have just died, which is such a shame. Once it goes, it's very hard to get back.
Yeah.
Is that Mark?
Yeah, I did mention Mark's comment about Tom's very wide stance at first slip. Get a bus through it, I think.
So 18 for 1 after 3 and a bit.
Dug that out.
Cheers, guys.
No
Thank
worries,
you.
we'll see you later. Nice to meet you. Good to meet some of the Shinfield guys there.
Just beats the outside of the edge again. So 8 off the over.
Yeah, some fortunate runs there. Here in the background, the dulcet tones of the legend, the man, the myth, the mystery that is Mr. Nick Bishop. Oh,
Come here.
bless.
So Nick
So
has
lovely.
got a little pot with some sweeties in. And not for us, apparently. We work hard behind here,
What?
Bish.
Do not take the Mickey when you take
Okay.
quantity.
I'm only
one.
taking one.
There you go, this is
Okay,
lunch.
thanks very much.
I'll just take the one. Oh, a cola bowl.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, they're Haribo as well. You can tell they're not cheap.
I had a very nice moment when young lads, sarcastically says, as I take the sweets out, bet you haven't got any vegan friendly ones.
Good lad.
For Ollie, Ollie isn't.
Very good. You're a good man,
I
Bish.
think Gus has been a bit unlucky.
I think very unlucky. Very unlucky.
So we're at 4 slips now. Sorry, 3 slips on the gully.
Well left. Yeah, this is the same pitch that was used for the friendly yesterday against Buckingham. Some of the Buckingham chaps thought the pitch was getting slower as the game went on. Not quite sure, but it played well. Even. Didn't do anything surprising. No ankle biters or lifters that almost take your helmet off. He's getting decent carry out of that. Is young Ollie Armstrong. Who'll face a long old drive this evening, back up to his university in Durham, but not as long a drive as 2 of our players today, who are representing Oxfordshire down at St Just in Cornwall.
It's the other side of Penzance, isn't it?
It is a long way. Yeah, you're almost in America. So yeah, Luke Maslin, good luck, and Henry Welsh are in the Oxfordshire team today to play Cornwall. So good luck, guys, and good luck the poor people who have to drive them all the way down there. That'll be Chairman
I think they're
Tom.
staying overnight.
You're still a long drive
Yeah,
there
it
and a
is
long drive back.
yeah.
You wouldn't do it in a day, of course, but otherwise you'd have to set up about 3 a.m. in the morning. Tom Etch's stride. Look at that. You could get a bus through that.
Yeah, it is. It's like a tunnel.
It is. It is. The tunnel. No, I'm not going to go there. Armstrong again. Oh, he's nicked that. Just fell
yeah,
short.
nicked it.
Just fell short. It wasn't a chance. But a little bit more lift and that would have carried nicely.
Soft hands.
Soft hands. Private message. Tom Ling is like Losbrock is excited about the £2 Thatchers whilst stock's lost. I think he'll be down soon. A bit of a swipe at that one. 18 for 1 from the first 5 overs. Early breakthrough for Ollie Armstrong. Currently has figures of 1 for 5 from his 3 overs so far. 40 over game, so I presume that'll be 8 overs per bowler. Is that right, Matthew?
Yes, yeah, 40 over game, 8 overs.
8 overs.
Per max 8 overs per bowler. I don't think Ollie has the restrictions any longer because he's now.
He's now.
Do you know what?
No, not so much of a
19,
youngster.
20? It's ridiculous that.
But it is.
It
He
is
can
what
drive
it
the
is,
car,
yeah,
but he can't bowl more than
6 overs on the trot.
which is just a bit.
But now I don't think he has that restriction any longer.
Built like a house.
Gus to continue from the house
Yes, Gus is currently 13 without a wicket from his 2 overs. Gone for 13. Rather unfortunate because there were a couple of streaky
Wide
edges and inside edges that trickled over the rope. So his figures don't do justice to his bowling. But as I said that, he bowls wide, so I'll shut up.
A little bit of a breeze in the air.
Yeah,
A comfortable temperature in the horse box though.
yeah, it's not too bad. I think it'll be quite, the wind will be quite nice for anybody who's sat in the direct sun because I think that's going to be pretty intense today.
Just wobbling a little bit. I may adjust it. I may put it a little bit lower. It sits on a
Oh, you're talking about the camera.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if it shudders too much, it's a little bit annoying. So I will.
Matt does worry about these
I
things.
do.
You do.
I hate watching a stream where the camera makes you feel like you're on a boat. They put it at the top of the sight screen.
Oh, I know.
And
That's
it literally waves all over the
ridiculous.
place.
What's in again? Ooh, it's
been-
gone
yes,
all the way
another
through.
one.
Straight through the batsman, straight through Frankie Crouch behind the stumps.
4 byes.
And that is 4 byes. He is not getting getting the best of luck. Frankie's nursing a little bit of an injury. Turned his ankle, I think, playing football yesterday. So
We allow him to play. Does the contract allow him to play football?
well, we are going to have to address this. We'll get his agent in, give him a talking to. Two youngsters making their way around the outfield. Not quite on the Thatchers yet. I think Gus is going to get more and more frustrated and angry. He's not getting value at the moment. Bowling well.
I don't know where his headband is. He used to have a headband, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he saves that for the hotter part of the year.
He's got a Nike swoosh on his headband.
He has. It must be a sponsorship. Straight down the
straight
ground.
down,
That's going to beat Waz,
four
and that
runs.
is 4
Shot.
runs underneath the covers. That was a very, very nice shot.
Shot of the day so far.
Yeah, it was shot of the day.
I think every other boundary has been a
Fortunate.
sneaky one.
Yeah.
Very good shot.
Last ball. And he's gone for a similar shot, but on the offside, and that will be safely fielded by Sam Herbert.
Just a single.
And that brings the over to a close.
So Shashank moves on to 15. And Devish is 6.
Yeah, 6 from 16. Extras so far 7 because of those byes and a couple of wides. That'll be that noise in the background. Be last night's recycling.
Yeah.
Was it a good day behind the bar yesterday,
We
Matthew?
did-
in
we
terms
did
of
take a-
takings.
Yes, we did very
Good.
well on the bar.
That's good. Helps fund us. That is
Yeah.
going to beat Waz. Nice little clip for
Yeah.
4. I did say about that boundary being very close. And if you do stray at all, then stray down that leg side and it is a relatively easy little clip off the toes, straight into that low fence.
Trying to
Some
bounce him
lift
a
on
little
that,
bit.
and he's going to get 4 again.
Yeah, good shot.
Try to bounce it, dig it into the pitch there. Batsman saw it coming relatively early and didn't get the full meat of the bat on it, but got enough to direct it past Waz. He's fielding down there. Fine leg. More of a wider, long leg. Okay, see if Ollie recovers from that one. Not as short this time. Safely marshalled. Forced the batsman to play though.
Sorry, having a looking at the increase that end. Took off a bail and dragged it along the line. I'm not quite certain what he was doing there, but angled that one in.
Oh,
That's a
that
good
was
stop.
very unlucky there. Very unlucky. Popped up, tried to clip it off his toes in a similar fashion to the last 2 deliveries, but just popped up more in the air, and that would have been very, very difficult to take one-handed to his right. Is that young Joe Botha?
It is, yeah, Joe.
He was unlucky. He's beating himself up a little bit. He shouldn't be, because that would have been an exceptionally difficult
I'm about to
chance.
say, just even stopping it saved a run, so.
Down the leg side, that'd be a wide.
Yeah, Tom Ettridge went straight over and gave him a fist bump for the attempt, because it would have been exceptional if he would have bagged that. Tomo's doing some kind of a routine in the slip. Well, going for a quick single. He will get through.
Safely. So 1 for 16 now. Ollie's figure's looking a little bit more expensive after those 2 fours down to the leg side boundary. So last ball, Armstrong's 4th.
Picks the bat, but no edge.
No. So, imagine...
7 overs gone.
Yeah. Gus Watts is going to get another over now.
That's a pretty good start from Shinfield here.
Yep, solid.
After the initial early wicket, 3rd ball of the innings.
Yeah, Shashank. Their opener is 24 now from just the 23 balls. Clipping those balls nicely off down to the leg side. So we've got a game. We've never played Shinfield as far as I'm aware, and they play down in one of the Reading leagues down there, so a bit of an unknown quantity for Downs as to where they sit. But so far we've got a game. He's not going to give that. That was nipping back in, but the height maybe just outside.
It's missing the stumps.
Yeah, I think we were on comms, or certainly on socials. Gav got an LBW, shin high LBW, 1st ball of the game. A bit wider this time. Not tempting the batsman into the drive. Popped up in the air. Oh, unlucky. That popped up in the air, invitingly, one-handed. Stopped it, but couldn't hold on to it. Gus Watts consoles him. Says, don't worry, don't blame you.
Matt, wasn't it?
I think that was Captain Matt.
Captain Matt.
And it just popped up.
Again, not an easy
invitingly.
chance, but...
No.
Beams with his familiar white helmet on, standing up now.
Yep, looking like a French policeman.
Slightly slower ball.
He's going to get away with that. That's 4.
Yep, 4. Missed time, but that short boundary.
Just getting some chirp from my son as he walks past. Chirpier and chirpier.
They had a sleepover last night at your place, didn't they?
I had love, yeah. I did.
Early morning or late night?
No, I got them to bed all right. And I don't think they went to bed eventually. I let them fend for themselves in the morning. I'll get out of bed when I want to get out of bed. But no, it was good. The boys love playing up here with their mates. There was a water fight at the end of the night. So when we got back to mine, I live quite close to the ground. Everyone needed changes of clothes because they were all sopping wet. But hey, bit of fun.
Managed to reel out all those fake football shirts, did you?
Fake.
Okay.
Not fake nothing. I just get them direct from the manufacturer. He wants the quick single. We get that because
it's got through.
Yeah, he won't get any more than that.
Harry, who dived, managed to deflect it, but I think the the batters were happy with just the single there. There might have been 2 if they've really gone for it.
I think if they'd have run that first one hard
Yeah.
and anticipated
The
maybe the slight
misfield,
misfield. Now you can see a change. Is Ollie gonna? Ollie's gonna continue, is he? Or is that Eto? Trying to see. I just wonder if they were going to give 4. No, Eto's actually walking back to slip.
It's Matt, Captain Matt, I think.
Captain Matt Warner. So just a spell of 4 overs for Armstrong at the moment, and bring him back a little bit later. So I'd imagine the other change for
probably should,
Gus,
wouldn't it?
probably be Eto actually.
I think Eto, yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't know if he'll bring on Waz or Herbert for spin yet. I think he might just persist.
Also got Harry Wren as well.
And Harry Wren, who's quick. I really like Harry Wren's bowling. He's really, he can bowl pretty damn fast, aggressive. It's the deck hard. There's lots of options in this team in terms of their batting. If you look through, team today, I should let you know, is Watts. I'll wait until this ball is over. Oh, he's nicked it up in the air and he's going to get 4 for that. Literally reared up a little bit on him. The batsman followed the ball, popped it over the slip. So the team is Will Watts, Tom Ettridge, Curtly Slatter, Sam Herbert, Joe Botha, Matt Warner, captain, Waz Mahmood, Frankie Crouch, keeping behind the stumps, Harry Wren, Gus Watts and Ollie Armstrong, as you've just seen. So there is a lot of batting there. A lot of bowling there. Obviously, Eto, Sherbs, Warner.
Do you think they might be better off sacrificing a slip and put somebody with a bit of boundary cover behind the backs, considering how many runs have been scored in that area?
I hear what you're saying, Matt, but I like the fact that they are getting the edges where I know they're going over the top or they're getting the inside edges, but they're getting they're not getting a true shot out the batsman, so it is creating chances. So I suppose it's whether you're a conservative captain and want to save the runs, or whether you want to go, you know what, I'll persevere and we might get a wicket. What do you think?
I think it will be, in the next over or 2, if they don't get a wicket, I think it would be more advantageous to just sacrifice a slip.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough. Takes Shashank on to 34 now, from the 30 deliveries he's faced.
Well dug out.
Yeah.
Now looking through the little window, you can see it on the com cam.
Yep, these are new, these windows, freshly cut out this year. It just enables us to see the boundary, have a nose, see who's at the clubhouse, and we can actually see if a ball goes for 4.
Oh, he's hit that.
He's hit that very high, and he's might have plugged actually. He's not going to get. He's going to have to run back quickly for the second now. It plugged. It went very high, not hugely far, and then just stopped as it landed. Well, that's a sign of intent, I would say, to Matt Warner. I'm going to have a hit. Yeah. So guess what? Will continue. Not going to bring Eto on straight away. He's going to give Gav another over. Now the field is changing for this. It's giving him a bit more cover on the leg side.
Oh.
It's going to be
another. No.
A few wides there. It's not going to go for 4.
I heard a noise then.
Hmm?
I thought I heard a noise.
sure.
I can only assume that it was the bat hitting the pad.
Now, Warner, you won't be able to quite see this on camera.
What do you want to do?
You see Warner has positioned himself there. He's looking to see if he can take advantage of these leg side shots. And if one pops up, he'll be able to snaffle it. Because we have seen that a couple of times, that it will clip off the shins and off the toes, and it's popped up a couple of times. Now, Warnes is signifying, I'm going to send Sherbs to the boundary now. He wonders if he is going to have a little bit of a heave down to long on. That looks close.
And it's out.
And that is out. Gus gets his first wicket of the day. And that was Devesh. Devesh went for 10 after facing 24 balls. So keep it on Gus. Bit of a masterstroke, I'd say. 54 for 2. Bless Bish takes out the drinks for the team and takes pity on the batsman and says, yeah, you can have one of ours, don't worry. We're a nice bunch. He's a lovely bloke. A few more turning up now. People might have just finished an early Sunday roast.
We will have the football on later. Liverpool versus Spurs. Obviously,
Oh, is that the game of choice instead of Forest versus...
Absolutely the game of choice for the Premier League title.
I hadn't noticed. What does make me...
You only looked at the bottom half of the table for the
I am looking at the bottom half. You know what? Because Spurs could quite easily finish fourth from bottom, which would be an absolute shocker. Spurs finish fourth from bottom.
Doesn't really make a lot of difference finishing fourth from bottom or 10th from bottom, does it?
Oh, I think it does to a club that has ambitions to be in the Champions League every year, to finish in a spot that most people would look at and say, well, maybe a Palace should be down there, or well, Palace and etc. and Wolves have done very, very well. Oh my God, he's got another. He has.
Yes.
Hit 2 in 2. Batsman stops and looks at the umpire. Not very happy about that. But it's a very, very similar ball. Very similar ball. Good pal.
Young Fred is coming
Gone
on with the,
for without scoring from the first delivery. Oh, and we have yesterday's water boy on again. Fred, I'm not being funny, but Bish literally just left them. But very fair play. So, 2 in 2 for Super Gus Watts. Gives him 2 for 27 from 4.3 at the moment.
hat-trick ball coming up.
Yeah, hat-trick ball. New batsman. Wasn't quite ready to go. He's just adjusting his lid now as he was about to walk out. So I think at the moment they might want Shashank to hang around a little bit. 54 for 3 now. Still 3 balls of this over to come from Gus. Shout of encouragement.
The batsman is Anurag Shukla.
Shukla. Some chat going on at the moment between Skipper Warnes and the umpire. Not sure what this is about, but so Gus Watts on a hat-trick. Batsman takes his time.
I think we should get our first super chat if Gus Watts gets a hat-trick here.
Really?
Yes. So if anybody does want to do a super chat, if if you hit the little button next
Hang
to
on.
the chat window.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Hat-trick ball. Gus Watts. Chapel End. House End. He's got it. He's got a hat-trick. That's stunning from Gus Watts. 3 in 3. 3 LBWs. He is delighted, and rightfully so. Wow. Take a bow, Gus Watts. Take a bow.
Well done, Gus.
Absolutely stunning. Now this over, 4 balls of this over, has absolutely turned the game on its head. Sitting at 54 for 1, now Shinfield find them 54 for 4. Wow. So Gus, you'll be clipping this, I know. Probably adding it to your socials when you're at tea, and I don't blame you at all. 3 in 3, my friend. I can't remember the last time I actually saw a hat-trick here. How about you, Matt?
Bobby Wakely was the last hat-trick I saw.
Bobby.
And actually he got 4 on the trot, he did.
Young Bobby Wakely, he did. What sort of game was that in?
I think it was an under 17.
Under 17, yeah. I think you're right.
He didn't seem that fussed about it. I'm saying I think that'll be the only 4 in 4 that he'll ever. Hat-trick's super unusual, but 4 in 4 is
Young Bobby
really
is
unusual.
a relaxed individual. He's one of our youngsters coming through the ranks, and he's quite laid-back chap. I played with him when he first made his debut for our fours, and to say he was relaxed in the field wouldn't be an understatement.
Yeah.
Bobby, it's coming your way. Right,
Exactly.
so are we going to get 4 in 4? What signifies? I think he's saying, can you please make sure the camera's in focus? It's in focus, don't worry, Gus. So, are we going to get...
Just waiting for Bish to get off the pitch. Come on,
on.
Bish. No, play will resume, even though Bish hasn't quite exited the field yet.
Oh, he's run on a lot in the last minute. So 4 in 4 possibly for what? Oh, where's the ball ended up there? I think the ball has ended up very close. Well done, Gus.
Still 1 ball left to come in this over.
Yeah. 3 for 27. Just the wide of and the run through from that. So another wicket maybe for Gus. Similar ball. He's getting that to shape in onto the pads.
4 runs out.
I don't.
4 leg buys.
4 leg buys. I don't mind that at all, given how destructive that over was. Congrats, Gus. Fine bit of bowling there.
So I was explaining what the super chat is. So the super chat,
Yes, sorry, go on.
you have a little, I think it's a little dollar symbol next to the chat button. You can press it and you can donate some money.
To me,
No,
To me?
to the channel.
for my expert commentary.
We're saving up for another camera, so we can have a camera at both ends.
Matt, how many cameras do you need?
Just 1 extra.
More
Well, ideally,
cameras
4
than-
would be brilliant, but
More cameras
1 at
than
a
Sky
time.
Sports.
Do with the
I've had a
camera.
request from our youth section. Is there any chance we can mic up a player? They
can.
said we have these little radio mics that you can see we wear.
I have mic'd up a player in the past. I tend to do it in the T20 games if you're going to do it. Yeah, in the league, I don't know quite what the rules are about having a mic'd up player.
No,
Probably all right, but I wouldn't want to get us finus points or whatever. But
No.
Oxfordshire T20 games.
It would be fun to do it if we could do it in an Oxfordshire game.
In a T20, we definitely can. We have. Matt Watts was mic'd up for one of them.
Tries to glide that through. Doesn't make it past gully.
If we had an old iPhone, what you can also do is we could, in theory, have a helmet cam. You strap a...
Strapper.
Well, you would have to you'd take the iPhone
Strap-
apart
Right.
somehow and then put the camera.
Okay. You've not thought this through yet.
Not
then?
really.
We'll go for the quick single.
It's obviously the cheap version because obviously the professional outfits will pay thousands of pounds for some kind of helmet cam.
Is there, sorry, I don't understand the technology, Matthew, so you'll have to explain. Is there no way you can like wirelessly connect a GoPro?
No, so there's the problem with the GoPro, it hasn't got enough bandwidth.
Oh, okay. What, in terms of the quality to transmit
Yeah,
it to
yeah.
you and then transmit it onto our live
So,
stream?
yeah, there's no, you can get
Dot ball.
all the wireless webcams and everything all operate off Bluetooth, and Bluetooth has got a pretty short range.
Oh, it has. Crikey.
So you would need a Wi-Fi enabled.
You'd only be able to do fine leg probably.
Yeah, you need a Wi-Fi enabled camera, and the cheapest way of doing that is just get an old phone, really.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Shashank on string. Again, he's tried to get some runs for that. Nicely backed up. So this will be the last ball of Warner's second over. He's only gone for 8 so far. In from the chapel end. Solidly knocked back. So Shinfield 59 for 4 now from 11 overs. And Gussie will say, just throw me the ball. I want to keep going. I'll bowl my whole spell. And he is. There you go. He's keeping Gussie on.
Yeah.
So he's already bowled 5 overs. He wants to gobble up the rest of this batting lineup, I think. You getting your blankie, Matt?
I'm getting a blanket, yeah.
It is a little bit chilly. I don't want to discourage you from coming down to the ground because it is warm out there. The problem you have is in the bear pit, in the horse box, our wonderful studio, you don't get any sunlight and you get the breeze.
We're like mushrooms.
I'm going to put a board under there. I'm going to sort that this week. So what's in? House end. A little bit wider than those balls he was bowling in that previous over.
Setting the batter up. Bowl a few wide, then bowl one on the stumps.
Yeah. Is that your usual tactic, Matt? I thought your usual tactic is try and get it on the strip.
Yeah, exactly that. That would be my tactic.
Richard Whittaker, crikey, just made a couple. What did I miss?
Hat trick.
You missed an awful lot, Richard. Oh, he's tried the similar trick again. Oh, yeah, Richard, it was 3 LBWs in a row for Gus Watts. And very similar balls to that one you just saw there. That's swinging in onto the pads. So Gus Watts again, house end. Oh. He is attacking the pads. Really nice and accurate. If you miss it, you could hit the stumps. If you miss it, you could hit your pads. Either way, you could be out. Three to come. Right off stump. Just starting to fill up now. Quite a few people in.
In the nets.
So, Gus, 2 to come. A little bit wide. I didn't get close to that.
Some of the under-15s teams in the nets, I think.
Ah.
Got an under-15s game tomorrow night here.
Oh, yes.
Opener.
Excellent. What time does that start, Matthew?
6 o'clock.
Excellent. Who we play?
Great Risington.
Risington. Interesting.
Don't know what pitch we're going to be on yet.
Gus.
Possibly this one.
Last ball. Very wide.
Yep.
Very wide, unfortunately, for Gus.
I'm guessing you'll be around because your son's playing.
Yep. I'll be here. I'll be here most nights from now on, I think, most summer, because it's either junior training for my eldest son, or a game for my eldest son, or it's junior training and a game for my youngest son. So, and then that's without Saturdays, of course. Wider and slower ball, and that brings Gus Watts's 6th over to a close.
I guess the under 11s be playing on a Sunday morning, will they?
Oh yes,
Reggie will be playing on
Reggie
Sunday.
will play, yes. Yep, they will. So, what does Warner do here? Is he going to bring himself? He is bringing himself. He's going to carry on. Yeah. Just wonder if he'll let Gus Watts have a rest. Definitely going to put a board in. I'll leave enough room so you can get some cables in.
Yeah, down at the bottom, I think.
Yeah, that's fine. But
That will
we
might
can.
mean I might leave some of the kit in here once the internal broadcasts are finished. I'll just leave the cables and kit all set up in here. Right, Matt Warner to continue from the chapel end.
1 second. Am I 4?
You are 3. I might have turned the wrong mic off earlier.
Oh yeah.
Apologies for earlier. I think I turned the wrong mic off. Anyway.
It was only me. Give me 1 second.
Up in the air, won't get there. Sherp's come dashing in. Not quite enough on it to carry. You want to come in, Charlie? So we've got one of our youngsters who was commentating on the game yesterday. Oh, just dropped short. You want to put that on, Charlie?
Yeah.
So you just clip it onto your jumper just here. That way around, yeah. Got it? Yeah. So I'm going to turn you on now. So I'm going to turn you back on. 1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2. Bonjour.
I've got Charlie Cleveley to my right here. Who beats the bat there.
Right.
Yes. So we're going to hand over to the youth commentating section now for 20 minutes or so. Do you want to have a go, Fred?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'm going to hand over to Fred as well. I'm going to turn my mic off, well, because obviously, turn that off, because it makes a lot of noise while you position it and everything else. So we just want to clip it up, commentate on what you see. Obviously, these mics are on all the time, unless you want to make sure it doesn't brush against you. So you might want to just pull your thingy, your zip down, and then clip it just on that bit just there. That's it, perfect. So when you're ready, you can put it back on. Obviously keep the mics on all the time unless you want to get up or anything like that or adjust it.
Yep.
Come on. Good stuff. Say what you see.
Yeah.
Right then, so to my left we have Oxford Downs and Oxfordshire all-rounder, and myself the same. Here, Shinfield are 62 for 4. See what's bowling. If you were with us a minute ago, the hat trick, which changed the game from 54 for 1 to 54 for 4.
Yeah, very good.
Slightly mistimed there.
Bit of tight game so far.
I mean, the fall of the wickets have
Collapsed a bit, but
changed the game that a little
just
bit.
got to get a partnership back together, build a couple overs or so.
Here we go, Gus Watts bowling in.
Great shot.
Push through the gap. and out for
4
4
runs.
through extra cover. Very strong batsman we have here. Moves up to 40 runs.
Yeah.
As the opening batsman, batting at
He'd
the
been very-
moment with number 6.
Very attackingly so far. Just playing as freely as you can, really. Shot into short mid wicket towards his hands. Gus into bowl. Oh, jam down. That's a shot. Played to
Here we go again, the last ball of the over. Ooh, swing and a miss. Big swing and a miss there to end the over off.
Gus Watts.
Although 4 wickets down with batsman number 2 and 6 in, they're still clocking the run rate quite nicely.
Just got to build a partnership now. Carry on the overs a bit more. And yeah. Just set a bit.
So then we ride into the 14th
I mean,
over.
Doesn't look like batsman 2 is going to stop anytime soon.
You see that such thing as commentator's curse ready. Just let you know that. Left alone by the batsman.
Matt Warner comes into bowl.
In for the second ball.
Jam down.
Cover. Slightly fuller ball there by Warner, just showing his variations. As there's some very weird stretches coming in there from Tom Ettridge. On the floor.
Oh, yeah. Oh, just trying to keep
Whistles through. There you can see the field. There is a man out, fine leg on the boundary.
How long ago is that?
So Warner only conceding 9 runs
Oh,
off
jam down.
of his overs, 3.4 to be exact.
Let me just grab my wallet and stuff. If you want to move the camera around, it's the same as yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah.
you've got it.
Zoom in. Zoom in. Played shot.
Push, good fielding. Though.
Good fielding at cover by, I believe, Gus
So you-
Watt.
You tend to want to have this
Gap.
close in shot when they bowl and then move
Oh
it
yeah,
around
I
afterwards. So
kind
if you
of
go
I kind of
pull,
forgot to
fine.
do that.
That's it, yeah.
UFS. Very good, thanks.
So Matt Warner again. This batsman on 40 runs. Pitches it out, no runs that time.
To cover and fielded by Gav Watts. End of the 15th over, 67 for 4.
What the hell?
Clubhouse view. Couple of spectators today. Hoping it'll go more and more as the afternoon comes on. Right, Gav Watts to bowl, 16th over. Right, as Gav Watts walks into bowl.
Left alone by the batsman. Good decision there, as Watts just trying to drag him to make that shot, but well played by the batsman, left alone.
Yeah.
So then, the score 67 for 4, as
Comes in
comes in again. Loads of in-swing there, in towards the pads of the batsman. Again, well played.
Fielded by Waz at lower, mid-on.
So, the hat-trick ball has scripted the innings to come, but to be honest, it's been a little while now since the last wicket, so they can stay compact. I mean,
Yeah. 6 overs.
batsman on the way towards half century.
Batting well.
Well picked up there.
A long time to bat 40 overs. Got to keep your head.
So 3 dots to start.
Gav Watts coming in for his 4th ball.
It's over.
Defenders,
Nicely played. No run is the call.
no run to point. Fielded by Harry Wren. Very good.
Missed everybody there. It's whistled
And
through.
Will he get there, Joe Bofer? Well, good fielding from Joe Bofer.
Very good fielding indeed. Picked
Coming-
out
coming
right in the deep.
Coming from fine leg.
Missed everybody there, including the keeper, including the batsman, so it's given us byes.
Coming from fine leg to just a bit behind the keeper, past the side screens. Gav Watts in for his final ball of the over. Sherbs, or just over Sherbs at mid-off.
Balls out, a couple of bounces, 4 runs to end compact over for both teams, to be fair. Bit of good batting, bit of good bowling from Watts.
Good back by Garge.
So, again, now just 6 runs, so really 1 shot away if he gets the 6 runs.
Matt Warner comes into bowl for 17th over. Steams in. Straight to Joe Bofer at point.
So then, the score here, 72 for 4. Matt Warner bowling, conceded 10 runs off his 4 overs. First ball here
Second
is a dot. In comes the second ball.
ball. Oh,
Very high, lot of bounce on that one.
it's been a bouncy wicket, Bounce wicket today and bounce wicket yesterday.
Not sure if you were watching the stream yesterday, but Freddie, you were playing for the Downs in the first friendly game against Buckingham Town.
Him on the leg side.
So then,
Fielded by Waz at fine leg.
it's given as leg.
So Manor into bowl. Defended back to Matt. Dot ball.
So one off this over.
Defended to Joe Bow for a point. And that's will end his 5th ball. 1 ball of the over left. Bit cloudy today, but mostly blue sky. Bit of sun.
So Matt Warner in for his last ball of the over. Again, another full to Yorker ball. And that is the end of the over. Pretty decent one actually for the Oxford Downs, the fielding side.
1 off it.
73 for 4 at the end of
This
that over.
17. As I'm pretty sure Tom Ettridge coming in to bowl his first over of the match. Gav Watts has had his time, he's had his overs, he's had his 8, and now Tom Ettridge is coming into bowl. Right.
So, fresh bowler for Oxford Downs, Tom Ettridge. And he comes.
Ooh.
Was that paddle back? No, it came straight through. Missed everything and into Frankie
Crouch.
Crouch, the wicketkeeper today for Oxford Downs. Always remember him with the white helmet. This ball comes in, that.
Leg side wide. Eto also played yesterday as well. Blocked into mid wicket.
So just a wide off the first 3 balls here. Eto coming into bowl once more.
And that is a great shot through backward point. Won't beat Harry Wren though, as Harry gets it. Possible run out chance. Nope. Great.
Were the bails taken? They were indeed.
Great fielding by Harry Wren. And great keeping by Frankie Crouch.
So then our 30, or 28 now, 28 current viewers, it'll be joy for us, joy for you as well, if you would subscribe to the Oxford Downs Cricket Club channel. That ball
Was into the
not
hands
beaten the infield.
Was into the hands of Ollie Armstrong.
Shorter mid wicket there. It's gone back out now to the ring. Score 76 for 4 here. Ettridge comes in again.
How's that? Not out.
Not given.
Put it back on floor, maybe?
There haven't been any half-hearted appeals yet.
We've had a
all been very strong. I mean, the hat-trick ball, of course.
It's big. Right, Tom Ettridge comes in for his final ball. And it's
Nicely
blocked
played.
to cover.
And
that will be the end of the 18th over. All right. Shinfield Cricket Club, 76 for 4. As you can see on the scorecard there, 2 ducks. All of Gus Watts' wickets for LBW. Right.
here we go then, from the chapel end.
As
Are you going to see a bit of
we're going to see a bit of spin, I'm pretty sure from Was Mood. It's a lovely day today, actually. Nice and sunny, just like yesterday.
Yesterday, not a cloud in sight. Today, similar. Bit of cloud in the distance, if we're able to zoom out. See just in the distance over top of the trees. Let's zoom back in as
Was Mood comes into bowler's
comes into
first
bowl.
ball.
That's on 44 runs. We'll feel very confident going in to these overs as he's facing loads of balls here. Smash them with lovely shots. We moved it nicely.
Shot
Played,
played,
pushed
backward point.
away, and
Both will get there though.
Joe does get there. It's just a
Great
single
run.
for the batting side. It's just nicely played into backward point, picked up by point. There we go then, ever closer to that half century. Score 77 for 4.
Yep.
Who comes in again, his second ball of today.
Shots playing in front
Again,
of
nicely
point.
played. That's running away, but it won't go all the way to the boundary. It will be stopped just in time.
Joe both gets there.
Again with Joe. Three runs already off this over. The last one of 2. That one is
Blocks.
blocked. Nicely played by the batsman. Would you look at that? 37 viewers. Yes, I think our tops is 21 when me and Reece Coates were on here. Shout out to any of you guys that were watching that yesterday. So then,
Into ball. Blocked to Harry Wren at mid wicket.
it's been a little while now since you've last seen the wicket, and it's going to be annoying Oxford Downs that little bit. They're chasing it at the moment. They're going to chase 200 odd.
So, Tom Ettridge into bowl. Sorry about the camera issues.
So a bit of pace, seam,
Yeah.
and spin spell here between Tom Etches and Wes Mahmood.
Wazim. Right, as Eto
Start the
comes
90th
into
over.
ball.
Still could just be one shot away from that half century. That's going to go down as a wide ball, not a good way
To
to
start.
start.
Right, as Tom Etchett comes into bowl his second ball. Try to scoot, another leg side wide.
They must be kicking themselves at the moment.
Joe
Oxford
Bofa.
Downs. I just cannot believe the...
Just got to, at drinks, get your head on, switch on, just try something else.
As Freddie was saying, this is the stage just before drinks, and you will just start to do some very easy runs. Blocked. Batsman number 6 rung on just the 5 runs.
Tom into bowl his second legal ball. Very good ball from Tom there. Just over the top of the stumps and into Frankie Croucher's hands. Right. Tom had a very good season in Australia. Catch it. Oh.
That whistles through. It'd have been a very, very good catch. Where it was maybe a boo. I think it was a. What are you thinking? As a clean catch, that one? I think maybe.
Been a bit hard to follow through the run up, then getting yourself to set and go and catch. But yeah, you wouldn't be expecting to catch it. Edgerton's ball is
Will
fourth
come
ball.
in. This could be a very strong partnership between these two.
They've got to build one after the collapse of 3 wickets.
They can make this score look much better than it was with 54 for 4 after that hat trick. Brilliant bowling from Watts. If they get over 100, I mean, there's a huge milestone there. But just make the score look a little better for overs to come.
Yeah, they just got to try and build a partnership, get to drinks, these two, then reset after drinks, and go again. Go again for another 20 overs. Blocked to Harry Wren.
Very compact batsmen, these two. I mean, that is drinks and I'd say very balanced game so far. Fred, what do you think?
Yeah, I'd say the same. I think Oxford Downs, they had that momentum in the 9th over. Yeah. Scorecard up. 22 extras.
So then, batsman number 2 and 6 at the moment. Garge on 45 with Garang on 5. Of course. Look at that. LBW Watts. LBW Watts.
Watts.
LBW Watts. Inside the 3 balls. Hat-trick ball.
It was
of course.
Very good start to the innings with Ollie Armstrong straight away. Only a couple balls in. Right. As we'll get the scoreboard up for you. As drinks is happening, Sam Cross giving out the drinks. Hopefully he'll be back playing soonish. Just got to have a couple more injections into his shoulder.
So,
Yeah.
been playing here for our and 18. Good session for both teams, to be fair. So, yeah, I think this, whoever guides the game here, whoever gets the runs, whoever gets the wickets, could put the game to bed. Downs could put the game to bed by getting them all out, but just need to get over that 100 mark.
Yep, so very tight game.
So then, looks like we are about to be getting back underway after the drink session, after the 20 overs. Score 82 for 4 from the 20s, the field. The team chat happening as of now for Oxford Downs as the two batsmen walk back out. I'll tell you, this could go any way. Apparently this team has played in this competition for 3 years, so.
Couple of years.
Of course, still Oxford Downs innings to go. Score 82 for 4. I mean, this game could go anywhere. I've said it before, but this game could go anywhere. It's the hat-trick ball goes Oxford Downs' way, and then smashing the fours, the boundaries, goes Shinfield's way. So then, as we
Get back underway.
field getting set again. Ferris, come in. We have another youth member of commentary. And we have Ferris, also on here yesterday. Did you introduce yourself yesterday, or we just rock up and yeah? So he supports a really bad football team. So.
Yeah.
Right then,
Let's get back underway as Wasmove starts 21st over.
Very good opening spell with Ollie, Gaz, but can Mahmood and Eto match it? First ball blocked.
Yep. So after drinks, they've just got to set themselves, give them a couple overs, just set themselves again, and then they'll probably go again.
Next ball comes in, blocked again. 2 blocks in a row now. Just setting the tone a little bit for this second half of the innings. Shinfield innings, and just near Reading, where they're based.
Ball bowled in. Inside edged to cool mid wicket.
Got there in the end.
Yep. Was in again. Lifted.
Attacking shot. That might just go all the way.
That'll go all the way to 4.
And that will bring him up to 49 runs. Pressure for him now. I'm sure that won't be the main thing in his mind. It'll be the
Setting themselves.
game. If you are just joining us, this is first innings for Shinfield. They are 86 for 4. 20 4 overs. So just a single will do it now for the batsman. As he'll look over the scoreboard. I think he will be thinking what he's going to do. Getting a lot of leaves in there, isn't there? Is that out? Is that out?
He's been
He's
out.
gone.
49.
I cannot believe it. Out for 49. He will be absolutely kicking himself.
Just after drinks.
What
Try
a
and get
shame.
the iron.
What a good start. He got the 3 dots just to play himself in with the blocks and then the 4. Not what he needs at all. Turns into his pads and then another LBW wicket. 86 for 5 and
Great start for Oxford Downs. That's just what they needed to get the danger man out after drinks.
just when we were thinking after that 4, we're going to see different result after drinks, but that wicket. And out with 49, he will be kicking himself. And I have to say, I feel a little bit bad for him as well. He gets a clap on the way, and I think he deserves that. He's
Lifted this innings. Without that, they would be in the trenches. 37 for 4 they'd be without him. But again.
So then, out for 49. New batsman in now.
2.
Score 86 for 5. Just we were saying it was 4 wickets.
2 newish batters to the crease.
So then, Shahal into the crease. Rang on 5. But he's not a new batsman, is he? He has faced a lot of balls. And he has played a very good game, a good one-day game. Next ball comes in after snap a little bit.
Locked to Joe Beaufort at point, and that will end the 21st over. Great start for Oxford Downs after drinks.
So there's your scorecard, a slight change to that since we last saw it. Of course, batter number 2 now out on 49, new batsman in, Shahal. 6 and 7 in now. See what they can do. Eto is coming in again here for Oxford Downs.
Right, as Tomato comes in for his first ball after drinks. Clipped through backward square leg region.
2 runs to start the over.
And Joe Beaufort comes and collects.
Blocked. Pushed out to cover or
Yeah, the cover region.
into that area.
Yeah.
So today started at 1 o'clock. If you're just joining us, the first innings for Shinfield. They're on at 88 for 5.
Oh,
That again misses everything, goes straight through. Still this game in the balance. When it was 4 wickets down, we couldn't quite tell who was going to take the lead of it. That's missed everything again. I think that's actually hit Frankie's pads.
yeah, foot or pads. Left alone into the gloves of Frankie Crouch. Tom Etso comes in. It's Ciboli's last ball.
Nicely played. No run into the cool and sends the batsman back to the non-striker's end.
That'll be the end of the second over after drinks. 88 for 5 after 22. Couple of viewers.
Couple of spectators here today, not as many as there were yesterday. I think they're just there ready to watch you play.
Maybe.
First game in the first. Oh.
Never. Right, as we get back to it.
Next ball comes in. New batsman Shahal.
Fielded.
Blocked.
Right, as always, my mood. What?
That
Nearly hit the
was
stumps.
millimetres away.
Hitting
The stumps. Plays it late. Hits it into the floor. It's rolling backwards. Could have easily knocked one off the stumps, and that would have been Mahmood's second wicket. Is he going to get it this ball? It's a slightly quicker ball. This one might be out. It is out.
Frankie
And
Crouch.
another wicket. And a duck. Another duck
Fools.
for Shinfield.
This is really not what they needed.
Not at all.
After drinks, just to reset, get their eye back in, spend a couple overs getting back into the game, build partnerships, but no. 2 wickets in 2.3 overs after drinks. Not what they needed at all. Right, as the new batter arrives to the crease.
And it is. $88 for 6. Has that now scripted the game?
I don't think so. Oxdowns have still got to bat.
You never know. It is a game of cricket. I mean, batting collapses in every single game that you see. So then batsmen 6 and 8 in now. 3 balls to come in the over. Call from the umpire. No injuries today. As of yet, we had 3 yesterday, 7.
Oh, narrowly missed. Hit the glove of Frankie Beatons as he goes to collect the ball.
Well played.
Blocked.
They were looking for a run there, actually. Just a quick single. Batsman, the other end turns him around. The Rangi's also having a fairly decent, fair good nick. 7 runs, but he's faced lots and lots of balls. Next ball comes in. That is
Clipped.
beautifully played.
And that will be a 4 as it
That-
runs down to fine leg.
I have to say, brilliant shot. It's a little tickle through everybody. Runs away. Bit of a quick surface. It's very dry, to be honest.
There's been no rain at all. Covers on. Dry as anything.
So the ball does go a little bit slower out in the mid-wicket, the long boundary. The short boundary, the safety nets, just on the camera's left.
As Tom Etridge comes into bowl.
Here he comes. Love the Yorkers today. Lots of bowlers throwing in a variation. It's been the Yorker quite a fair few times to be honest.
Tomato comes into bowler's second ball.
Blocked.
Blocked.
So there's a slight malfunction on the screen. The score is at 92 for 6 after that 4 runs that we've just seen. Right at the end of the last over.
Third ball just sliding
Sliding down leg side indeed. I think that was bat onto pad. That's the end of the over. Or is it? No. I lie.
One ball of the over left.
Field is very loud out there. Seen lots of encouraging as of today.
Symmetry.
Fish, there are runs. That time around. Thrown into Frankie Crouch. There's another one, is there?
Yep.
There's another one. So I got that completely wrong. Still have that function on the screen. Not sure what is going on.
Oh. And that is taken. Nice out. And that will be the 7th wicket in the innings for Oxford Downs.
This time wasn't a duck, although it will say on the screen.
Taken at second slip, I believe, by Will Watts. Yep.
So then out for 4 runs.
Out for 4. Right.
So the new batsman in. Still have 3 wickets, so it's still got 3 wickets, so it's not the end of the world.
As we are now 93 for 7 after 23. Left alone.
We are having some issues with the scoreboard at the bottom of the screen. Just going to wait for it to be updated as the next ball comes in for...
That was that one, and it's out. LBW. And the 8th wicket falls for Shinfield Town, and the 8th wicket for Oxford Downs. Another LBW. As Joe Bofer rolls the ball back in as he goes to Salarova's team.
Not a great score, but still not a horrible score.
Yeah, they've lost 4 wickets after the break, I believe. They were looking well until they just, yeah. There we go.
Fresh batsman in now. Just 2 more wickets until it is tea time.
Nice play to Sherbs at square leg.
Single there.
.94 for 8.
Straight back into Moo's hands.
So, bowled, Wasmood, fielded by Tom Ettridge at slip. Scorecards still not fixed.
Yeah, you see this here. This is the problem. Hi everybody. Yeah, the score's taken from Play Cricket, and the Play Cricket website, by the look of it, is not updating at the moment. I can go and chat to the team in the score box and see what's going on there. But for the moment, the scorebook is not working. So what you need to do, Charlie, occasionally at the end of each over is just go up to the scoreboard in the top right-hand corner using the camera, because obviously you can use that scoreboard there. So I'm just going to go and see what's going on over in that corner. See if I can update it.
So,
Okay then, so the score is 95-8. You guys at home, or wherever you are, don't know. As Matt was saying, the score taken from Play Cricket, and Play Cricket hasn't updated.
as Waz comes into bowl. Oh,
That
that is close.
looks
That
pretty
is close,
straight.
and it is out.
It's given.
Waz Mahmood takes another wicket as Shinfield are now 95 for 9. Oh, a bit more maybe. As that's the scorecard at the moment. As we get the cricket back underway. As Wasmarood comes into bowl. Shinfield now in the depths now, I'd say. Would you?
Well, I mean, after that fall after the man on 49 has just collapsed a little bit. They still have overs left. Still have many overs left to play.
I mean, the target from here, I think, is just to try and bat your overs. It's going to be quite hard to, but yeah. Let's get back to the cricket. And blocked. To Waz Mahmood. As Waz comes into bowl again. Hit hard along the ground, but fielded at long off by Ollie Armstrong.
Ollie Armstrong, good. Big up.
And that'll be the end of the innings.
That will be the end of the innings.
We'll watch
That
at
is it.
mid-on, and Shinfield have just teared apart really since that drinks break. 6 wickets falling in very quick succession.
So then, that is that.
95 for 10. And that'll be
That
it.
will be the end of that innings, and then shortly we'll be moving to Oxford Downs batting innings. We will see you then.
So welcome back. That was a pretty quick turnaround. Obviously decided not to go for tea. So Oxford Downs chasing 96 here. Will Watts and Wes Mahmood opening the batting. Just waiting to see who's going to open the bowling. Sorry about the score earlier. The live updating the score depends on play cricket, and the computer in the score box that was being used to score play cricket had gone offline for some reason. So I just needed to go and sort that out. Now we've got live score back. So that would probably be a wide. It is a wide. Not certain yet who's opening the bowling. Sagar Chand, by the look of it, is opening the bowling. Will gets off the mark with a single. Stuart Armstrong. Bowler's just changing his angle here. Where's the lefty? So you've just tuned into us for the first time. We're on our quest for 1,000 subscribers. If you could subscribe, if you haven't already, that would be great. I think we're up to 600 and something. So thank you for those who have already subscribed. Clipped off his legs there. Should be two. Quite easy two in the end. Be wide. It is cut off. Two wides. He'll change his round. where my co-commentator is. He was coming over. You coming over? Yeah, coming. Cheers. Here he is. He's just finishing his drink. So that was the end of that over. 6 from it. Here he is. I said I'll let the boys finish. I need to give them a few lessons on making sure the camera's focused. Sometimes it focuses on something close by and it takes a little bit of fiddling just to get it back into focus again. Yeah, you just need to take them off there.
Hello again.
How was your drink? Did you go for the £2 cider?
I didn't, no. But Paddy all of a sudden offered to buy a round.
Ah.
What a shock.
He was
So it's
hoping
quite a cheap
everybody was going for
Yeah,
cider.
no, I don't do Thatcher's. Sorry, well, Thatcher's a very fine drink, but I'm not a big cider fan, so. So, I was kind of hoping they'd get to 120, but hey ho. Let's see how we go.
It threw me a bit because I thought they might have tea, but they obviously decided just to
go straight
play
back out.
on.
I did have a quick poked my head into the kitchen. There was still some frantic preparations going on, so maybe they'll stop at 10. Waz has clubbed that out to the boundary, and that should get him 4 runs, and it does. First boundary, I think, of this innings.
Eric had a cider.
He is, yes. He's now socialising. Have we got
Bowling is here.
similar shot again?
Whipped off his pads, but straight at the fielder. Let's see who's bowling.
Sudan,
Sudan.
Pocarol.
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 Pocarol? Pocarol.
The boys did a good job. We have the next generation of. We have a pathway for cricket here. I didn't know we were going to have a pathway for broadcast journalism, and I
Freeze his
think
hands.
that he's going to get 4 for that because the outfield is so quick and it just pops over the boundary by the horse chestnuts. So Waz is in a hurry. He has seen. He's probably poked his head in the clubhouse and seen the tea. Thinking, I'll have a bit of that sooner rather than later. $14 without loss. 2 to come from the second over. There's a bit of a waft at that. He's in a hurry, Waz. I don't go too mad. I have seen us collapse before, live on commentary.
Yes.
It's
yeah.
not a pleasant sight
No.
when you're on comms. View slightly obscured by Will Watts' wider line and then on striker's end. So, 2 overs. 14 without loss. Just looking up the Oxfordshire scorecard, and young Henry Welsh of this parish has taken 3 wickets
Oh, nice.
for Oxfordshire against Cornwall. Cornwall all out for 113, if my memory is correct. So they might be able to get away a bit quicker than they thought. Down in St Just, which is right down in the corner of Cornwall.
Near Lizard Point?
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's the only bit, well, Land's End and Lizard Point.
I've been to St Just, but not to the cricket ground. It's lovely, obviously. Cornwall's nice. That's like saying water is wet.
It's cameras. Really give me grief at the moment. I've got autofocus on and it's deciding not to focus sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know whether it's the light conditions. When it's very bright, it tends to focus a bit better than when it's continually changing between overcast and sun. Oh,
Got that way
with
four.
there.
So Will opens his shoulders. Message in from Gus. I sent a message to Gus saying, have you got that ball? Because if I took a hat-trick, well, I never will, but if I took a hat-trick, I'd want that.
A bit
Put that
like
on
football.
on a little plinth, and that can go in the clubhouse. Should do. Down the leg side, call that a wide. Yeah, I've always. It's just such a shame that
Keep it
when
well.
the honours board is obviously for centuries, for fifers, etc. But you almost want a hat trick board as well, because it is such a special achievement. And what would Gus finish on? What was his figures in the end? If Matt can pop that up in front of me. Was he 3 for 36, Gus Watts?
Off his 8 overs.
Off
He
his
bowled-
8 overs.
He bowled all 8.
Yeah, he bowled him right through. So you kind of think that deserves a mention, right? That deserves some credit. So, it's like a chand from the chapel end. Well, whips that off his toes, but straight to the fielder. Oh, ball in!
dear.
Oh, it's going to be buzzers here.
Yeah.
There will be buzzers. Might even be the 2. A little clip, straight to square leg. Hurled in. Not a great example of backing up. And Will smuggles a couple of runs.
Burgles.
Burgled. Burgled is, yes. Don't think the bowler will be too impressed about that. Stuttering run up. Comes in. And that's gone through the field. I reckon they'll get 2 here, because they're both the danger end. Watts is running to, and he's quick between the wickets, is young Will Watts. That's going to be wide. That's going to be 4 wides unless he can cut it off.
No.
No. Unfortunately. I guess he's going to try and hunt that ball down. He thinks Warnes has got it somewhere. We didn't have that many overs.
Yeah, Warnes has been grabbing every ball he can for
For the
practice.
change balls.
Yeah.
For the lost balls. No, you're good. Don't worry. Bish, you're not interrupting with the our broadcast. No, it's fine. Camera angle's not that wide. Really? Well, when's tea?
It's 45 minutes batting, so.
Oh, okay.
That's what they're going to do.
When did they go out? About 3. About another half an hour?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'll see you at the back of the queue. That's down the leg side again, but this will be cut off.
It's off the bat as well.
Yeah, I think it was. Nope, leg. I heard
Was it
a
off the
little
leg,
thump.
was it?
I thought it was pad.
Sounded like bat to me. It'll be interesting. Let's say if we were in 10 runs of 96, would they just stay out there rather than come in? You would have thought so.
In half an hour, the way Waz has opened his shoulders to a few,
They might
and
think, let's just try and get this done.
some buys going
one way
through.
or the other. Because it
Yeah.
can go wrong doing that, obviously.
It might put people off coming down, though, to watch, down to the club, if they finish too early. But then again, as you said earlier on, we do have the football on. Liverpool can win the league. Man City, Forest in the FA Cup.
Nobody will want to watch Forest, though, will they?
Careful, Inzi might be.
Oh, okay.
Inzi might be listening. Quite a few Forest fans run this way.
Yeah.
Get everywhere. Okay, Sedan, Pockerell. A bit wide. Will. And that is going to go through for 4. He reached very wide outside of off stump. And that is onto that boundary by the Abingdon Road, by the advertising hoardings. Shout is keep it tight. 34 runs on the board already from just these 3 overs. Some more youngsters coming round the outfield, but they know not to go behind the bowler's arm. Good knowledge. Fred! Quick! Quick! Guys, stop. There was a few hesitation of as to whether they should go wait for the next
I know,
ball.
it's just like one or the other.
Yeah.
Just don't
In the end, we
meander.
had the worst of all worlds
Yeah.
of people walking behind the bowler's arm. But hey ho,
So
Will didn't get too upset by it.
for this, for the viewers, there's 3 youngsters walking behind the bowler.
Oh, there you go. Will's in a hurry. It's another 4. Cut away. Take Will Watts on to 17 from just 13 deliveries, turning into a T20 at the moment. It's only 316. Scorecard has, in front of us, has it down that Tom Ettridge will come in next, but I wouldn't be surprised if they give Kirtley Slatter a run, as he hasn't had any pre-season action so far, R2's captain. Or even Harry Wren. He had a little bit of batting, I think, in their away fixture down in Bristol, but
Bath.
Bath,
Shot.
correct. It's just held up, and it's trickled over the line. Another 4 from Will Watts. Nice view of our new fence. Matt's putting up on screen there. Still haven't got any styles in it, so it'll be a tricky one to get the ball back from. So 3 boundaries from the over. Downs are now 42 without loss. There is the man of the moment. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Super Frankie Gus Watts. Come on in, Gus. We need to have a quick word with you.
What have I done now?
Congratulations.
Thanks, mate.
Congratulations.
Thank you very
What
much.
a stunning effort.
That was tough.
Well, you've got to be pleased with that, right?
Yeah. Obviously very pleased to get the first ever one that I've got. But like I was saying to the rest of the boys, I didn't think I'd take a wicket again after my first few overs. It was a bit tough out there, but you know, all of them were just saying stay patient and paid off in the end. So no, very, very happy.
Bowled all their overs all the way through. You were
I did.
determined to get.
I don't think that. I was blowing, and Warnes just kept chucking me the ball, so I had to carry on.
And I thought you looked fairly keen to carry on.
I did, yeah. Obviously didn't want him to take me off, but yeah, my heart was saying another thing. Needed a bit of gas on there, but no, good performance from the boys all round.
Yes.
And obviously Willsey and Wazzy going well at 10, so
They're in a rush.
they are. Well, we know Liverpool kick off at 4:30, so we want to see them win the league.
Right, it was either that or the fact that you'd had a sneaky look at the tees and wanted to get in there really quick.
Probably a bit of both, I will say, yeah. But yeah.
Got an A-League sort of tee, I think, for today.
Oh, lush. So no, very, very good. If these two carry on, we'll be doing just fine.
And hopefully that means, Frankie, your damaged ankle will have a rest. You won't be hopefully required to.
Will be. Gandhi's on anyway.
Was it?
Single.
Oh, good field. Very good.
So have you found the ball?
Warnes has got it. I did ask him for it, and he said it's going in the spares tub.
No,
I said it's going to the
I
spares
will
tub.
overrule that.
Yeah, so-
There'll be plenty more of those in the season.
But yeah.
Can't go in the spares. That needs a plinth.
Yeah, very good word.
Strong word.
Very good word.
It is a good word. No, but I have asked for it, so hopefully I can get it.
Okay.
Chuck it on a frame somewhere.
Well, there's two committee members sat here, and
Well, there we go.
There's two votes for.
You can overrule him.
Because I brought up something controversial. We have an honours board, obviously, for fifers, for centuries. I think there should be an honours board for hat-trick. Thoughts?
Oh, well, obviously now I'd be very, one-sided and say absolutely, but I can imagine that's got him in the Quinton, I think.
Well, Matt, can you zoom in?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think First Slipper's got that in the
Oh,
the
yeah, oh
unmentionables.
dear, oh yes.
I think he may need a minute.
I think, yeah, well,
That is a hurty.
I would, don't rub them, count them, as my dad used to say to me.
Yeah, that's not good. Not good.
There's plenty of injuries yesterday. We don't need any more today.
No.
they're all in the opposition team, though, weren't they, yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Who had... Do you see the back of Coach's hands?
No, what?
So, both back of his hands had bruises on them. And it wasn't from the ball hitting the hand directly, it was from the impact, of him taking...
That's what he told you.
Just not used to it
Yeah.
at this time of the season, yeah.
He had bruises on the backs of his hands. So they're just a little bit sore. It's
So
it's
he's
quite
going to have some
pitiful.
bruises somewhere else tomorrow, I think.
I think, yeah.
On his plans, yeah.
He'll be walking like John Wayne in a minute.
Yeah, nice little interval. Give the boys a breather. I can imagine that probably hurt quite a bit.
Nice job with the airpet.
Yes, the windows.
Class. Good
Yeah.
Perspex. Good word.
Strong
Yeah,
word.
you know.
Strong word. Another.
You know, it's like with double glazing, it's 2 for 1. I mean, on a higher, on it's high rate of interest, but don't have got to pay for them for another 12 months.
It's sweet.
I don't know what Harry Wren's going to do to solve this problem.
Give us some aqua.
Water on it.
Rub?
No, he's not.
No. Give him some water, which will definitely help that part of his anatomy.
I can imagine that.
Magic.
It's pecans. Right. On that note, I think
On that bombshell,
that's it.
listener.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, well done, Gus.
we'll
Thank
see
you,
you
chaps.
inside. Congratulations
Absolutely.
again, Gus.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Super, Gav. Right, it looks like a recovery is imminent. Easter was last weekend, wasn't it? In terms of a resurrection. Nick Owens is coming out with a cold pack. Now, do you want a cold pack from Nick Owens shoved down your nether regions? I don't know. Maybe you do. Nick's very keen.
It's going off again.
No, I think that field is ignoring him blatantly, going, no way. So a little delay there.
So we told us 45 minutes, was it, from
From
commencement of the innings?
of the innings, yes, and we reckon that was about 3 o'clock, so it's about 23 minutes ago. So might be a break for tea then. Or they may well have a quick word with the umps and the skipper of Shinfield and say, look, we're 20 runs short. Do you really want to go in there? Take your spikes off, get some food down you, and then have to come out.
Or they could bowl us out.
Or they, well, exactly that. They might feel they've got us on the run. It's a nice little drive. Is he going to get through the field? No, if nicely stopped, it would just be a single. It wouldn't have had the legs to go all the way to the boundary, but if it had got past the fielder, there was definitely 2 there, if not 3. So nicely fielded by the Shinfield fielder. Field switches around the right hand, left hand combination. With a few adjustments though. Straight back down the ground.
Nearly one of those cheeky run-outs at the
Yeah.
non-strikers end where the bowler directs it onto the stumps, deflects it onto the stumps, and
Yeah, Prashant
the
Gandhi just did
non-striker is
deflect it.
run out.
The way Wazzy's shown some intent. No run there.
Slightly quieter over after last over's fireworks.
And for any of the statos out there, the required run rate is 1.5. So
It's almost Jeffrey Boycott like the 1.5
it would.
runs an
It
over.
really would be. Or me
Test
like,
match.
or
Test-
me like opening the batting.
Test match cricket.
Boycott. I was right by his house last weekend.
Jeffrey Boycott's.
Yep, lives in Boston Spa, up near Wetherby in Yorkshire. And Ryan Sidebottom's just down the road. Okay, so Will's gone big on that, and that is to the keeper, who juggles it and takes it. So Wills is out. As we said before, they're in a bit of a rush. Bit of a juggle, but he took it in the end. Shinfield get their first wicket. So, we said, who will be in next? Will it be Kirtley? Will it be Ettridge? Will it be Botha? Definitely won't be Gus Watson and Frankie Crouch, because they're in their training kit, and I think I've called it right. I think that is a Kirtley Slatter. That marching gait of his. Will is swapping some advice on what the pitch is like, possibly. So we Gus departs for a quick fire 22. Good afternoon, Mr. Place.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good
Enjoying
afternoon.
yourselves?
We are. It's Keith Place. Legend, main club sponsor, Smooger. For all of your mobile playground needs. So I called it right. It is Kirtley Slatter. Hasn't seen a great deal of game time. With only 52 to win, he might not see a great deal more. But
Well, one way
good
or the other.
exercise.
3 quick wickets here.
Yep. Well, like I
Duties.
said, it only took one over to change the whole complexion of the game when Shinfield batted.
Yeah, they got 3 wickets in.
Uh,
Was
yeah,
it
no,
4 wickets in an over? 3 wickets in an
3.
over.
They were
3
51
for 1.
for 1, and then all of a sudden,
They were 51 for 4.
space of 10 minutes, 51 for 4. Slatter faces his first ball. Positive drive. That's going to go past. He's going to get value for it. He's going to get 4. At shorter boundary, timed it really well, split the fielders, and that is 4 runs from his first ball. You wouldn't know he hadn't played a practice match. Now they want to make a change to sight screens. Just smoked that for 4. Good afternoon, Mr. Richards. Ollie Richards there, 4th team captain. Having a wander around the boundary. Oh, he's helping with the, careful Ollie, helping with the sight screens actually. That's very polite of him. He's a very polite chap. Lovely chap. You might as well stay there, Ollie, to be honest with you. Because we're going to get the left and right hand combination at some point. So, 48 to win.
Exactly halfway.
Well done, Matt. God, your maths is stunning. leaves that outside of umpire. Look.
Yeah, get that little
Go. Is that a little
crook
bit
of the
wide?
head. No, we're okay, I
No,
think.
we're
It didn't look wide.
I'll
to
be
me.
kind. .39 required right now. Starter's first ball, third ball, and that's going to be down the leg side. They've put a fielder there now to prevent any more byes or leg byes going down there, but that's 4 wides.
Just 2 wides.
Brings the 50 up.
It was 2 wides. Wasn't 4.
Oh,
Go to the boundary.
sorry, yes, he did cut it off. Brings up the 50 for downs. Brings Waz back on the strike, so the field left to switch around. And we have
balls.
We have a Nick Owens with brought his balls.
The women's balls, or are they?
No, the under-15s.
Oh, under 15s
Yeah,
balls.
thank you very much.
Excellent. Oh, is he going to give that? Nope. Good afternoon, Nick. You enjoying this afternoon?
Of course.
Has Charlie got the under 15? Sorry, the women's balls.
No, they're in the box under the piano at the moment.
Okay.
Don't tell anybody that.
Right.
Yeah, keep that quiet, listener.
Well, nobody can. They're 5-ounce balls, so nobody will use those anyway.
I saw you were very keen to run out there with an ice pack. Were you going to administer that
Oh,
yourself?
the poor chap. We all know how it feels, don't we? It's not a pleasant situation to find yourself in. So apparently he needed a rub, not a ice pack, though, and I'm afraid that was beyond my capability.
Really? Yeah, well. We're going to get it.
Poor Fowler.
What?
Smut.
Stating. I'm not being smutty.
What we need 4.
Right.
10 and over is doable, isn't it?
15. It could be 15 minutes of tea, people. And
Oh,
that's out.
nicely caught.
And that's
Nice catch.
nicely taken at gully. Waz has gone, cutting that away. Goes for 11 and 14. So, who will that bring? Will it be young Joe Botha, who comes out? Will it be Mr. Etheridge? We'll have to see. $50 for 2. 6 overs. Joe?
It looks like Joe.
It does look like Joe. He's not as tall as Eto. So Joe, one of our youngsters, is going to get a knock. Laz gets a generous round of applause as he enters the changing room. Oh, hang on. I think we might have some commentators to take us through. Tea, at least.
How long until tea?
Could be 15 minutes. Are you coming in?
I don't mind.
Can you come?
I'm not in the way.
So you got Joe Botha, I think, who's just gone out there.
No, Warner.
Warner.
Oh. Could have sworn that was Joe. You want to turn your mic back on? So we're going to hand over to the youth section of the commentary team now. I'll mic on there. So
Oh, yeah.
yours is okay. There we go. You're going to have a go, Reese, or
Can I do the camera?
you'll have to bring up a third seat then, and you can go in the camera area.
I'll go in the middle one.
Yeah, there is, yeah. 2 seconds, I'll just bring this up.
Clean ball.
Wicket.
Just down.
Clean bowled there by the bowler
Did you have
of
to move?
Gahani.
Right, okay.
Nice.
Pardon,
What's
what's going on? Oh,
Careful with the power leads down there. 'Cause
right.
Okay, so alongside Freddie Fowler once more. As another wicket goes by, just as we've sat down. What a coincidence that is. As out to bat now comes Tom Ettridge. So then, 3 wickets it is now. Is this slowly becoming a game?
Who's padding up now then? I don't know. So,
Come on, Downs, says Will indeed.
yep.
So then, as you can see on your screen, the score 50 for 3, 6.2 overs gone, so still not that far into the game, but it's slowly becoming a bit of a game. That's left alone.
Oh, that is a very good ball from the number 4.
Nearly a very bad idea to leave that alone there with Ettridge. 2 fresh batsmen in. Has Matt even faced a ball yet?
Yeah, real comes Charlie. I'll turn mine off.
Okay. Bowling in again. Swing and a miss. Oxford Downs. So Oxford Downs living very dangerously indeed
I
there.
have the microphone, so I couldn't. Sorry. Let's show that box.
Here they are.
But it's fine. I can do it over the.
Oh yeah.
That's the end of another over. 50 for 3.
As
2 new batsmen in.
Harley comes into bowl the 8th over.
Pocker Harrell. Does have the name Prem on his back. Might be his first name. And he comes in to Matt Warner. Left
And
alone. That's given us a wide
left
ball by the umpire and signals to the scorer's shed. It's a wide ball. Target here 96. A score of 95 runs from other team.
I need to sort out this camera once I do because. Yeah.
Smacked. That'll be stopped.
D cover.
Deep cover. So bowler comes in again.
Left
Alone
alone.
again. So we're thinking of having tea, of course.
Early.
Their Shinfield bowled out early in the overs. So we're going to have tea about 10 minutes time. Well, then just turn it off.
So
making our way to the end of the over. Of course, target 96 runs. Scored 52 for 3. Have slowly brought this game back with the 3 wickets. Quick 3 wickets. That's not that far away. 2 more to come. So, at the start, field's got gradually louder and louder as those 3 wickets have happened. Comes in again.
spliced away through backward point, and that'll be 4 runs. Great shot by Tom Ettridge to move off the mark. Reece is well good at this.
Reece is well good at this.
That was the best because I'm trying to do it too slow because the focus is bouncing up at the moment.
Zoom in a bit more. It's a bit.
No, you want to do it so you can have the bowler in view. That guy.
Yeah, zoom in though.
Ball in. That'll be another wide ball. Another wide. Signaling the umpire to the scorer's shed.
Pair of glasses.
So then, Tom Ettridge, 4 runs. Matt Warner, 1 run.
As he
comes into bowl. What would be final ball?
Yeah, that's not going to work, Freddie. Focus. It's fine. I'd leave it like that.
End of the over then.
That's looking very good at the moment.
So then,
Not really.
Will Watts caught for 22. Mahmood
Pock
caught
Harrow with
again. The 2 catches. He caught out for 11. Slater out for 4. Matt Warner and Tom Ettridge in at the moment.
Zoom in a bit. Bit more. That's good, that's fine. Just leave it like that.
Here we go, fresh over.
And it's played back to the bowler to start the over.
You guys scored.
No. What? No, they're doing it on play cricket. And it comes onto this. So, as he comes into bowl, third ball of the over, locked back to the bowler.
So then bowler heading out for a main. Hasn't done too bad actually. Only conceding 2 runs from his 2.3. Got a wicket of course. That's nicely played. That will wreck that.
And that will go away. And that will nearly go, and it's gone for 4. Great shot, 3 forward point or points. And that will be 4 runs for Matt Warner.
Clocked.
It's gone blurry again apparently.
That's going to go all the way, is it? That will.
That will go away for 4 into cow corner.
That's not much blurry.
Cool.
So then that's the end of the over. Another one to come from the car park end, the net end. Sorry if there's any blur on your screen.
Yeah, just don't
Well-
move the camera, mate.
I think that's started out now. It looks
Oh yeah,
a little bit
my
better.
dad confirmation.
That whistles through. That's a wide ball. Just need to keep the extras tight. Of course, to win now, they only need the
30 to
30. 30 to win now, sorry.
So, as he comes back into bowl, blocked or driven to cover. That will be a dot for the second ball of the over. And that will be another dot.
Is he here?
Bowler comes in to bowl the fourth ball, and that is been driven, and that'll be a single to cover. Good running from the boys.
So then, Matt Warner 9 runs, Tom Richards 4 runs, score 66 for 3, or 3 wickets. Fairly recent. Will Watts was the first. Target 96. Bowler comes in, it's slapped away out towards cover. Should be stopped.
Great stop on the boundary.
It is stopped on the boundary. Backing up was good there, just in case for the poor throw, but it's okay. No runs conceded from that. Great bit of fielding out there. The deep. That gets the score up to 69 for 3. Bowler comes in, that should be stopped, is stopped.
Punch to short cover.
So, yesterday, Tom Ettridge opened the batting for Oxford Downs. Matt Warner also batted. He got somewhere in the 20s yesterday, as the bowler comes in. Play and a miss. Looking to block it there. And that should be the end of the session, as I'm just looking out the right window to see if tea is getting ready or are drinks coming out. Stand by a minute,
I
please.
think that'll be tea because the batsmen haven't left their stuff in the middle.
That is tea.
So, tea here, session 1, you could say, of Oxford Downs innings. A score 69 for 3 off 10 overs, and we'll see you shortly. Welcome back, guys. After that brief tea break, normally we had to have tea between the 2 innings, but due to Shinfield getting
Come on in the cheap seats.
Nick Rivet.
Come on, come and treat.
Gotta get in there.
getting bowled out early, as
I
resulted
honestly,
in a late tea break. Freddie Fowler, down to you.
I thought that they were gonna just play until the end of the game. I don't get why there's a tea break because we only need 26 runs to win, 25 runs.
I'd say probably because the people have put time into preparing the food. They don't want it just to go to a waste.
Could do afterwards.
But then people may leave because they've lost, or if
You wouldn't-
they've got things to do afterwards. You never know.
True. Good debate here. Why do we have drinks? Why do we have tea with
Reece,
26 runs?
They could have had tea afterwards because like they would have this is gonna finish it in like what?
Who's saying? What we saying?
It would have finished at like
I'm saying tops 40 minutes.
Right, here we go then. The debate is still going on. Why do we have a tea break? We're just 26 runs just 26 runs needed. Here we go. The first ball bowled after the break. It's going to be a dot.
square leg.
Back over.
Well done, Reece. Good camera movements. Welcome back, guys. After that tea break. Welcome back, welcome back. Pushed. 2 dots to start this session off. I'm sorry, I forgot to put the scoreboard up. That's my fault.
There we go.
Ball in, left alone.
Very good ball. Good lead.
Tell you,
by-
with only 26 runs until Oxford Downs win, they could easily, like 3 quick wickets like they did, maybe make a difference in this game. Trying to knock on the door a little bit early on here into the session. 4 dots to start this off, very compact.
well, they were in the same position, and it is kind of like a drinks break just after tea. I think Oxdown's just got to come out with the energy.
Break to recharge then. Yeah, the score 69 for 3, no runs off the first couple balls.
Good block to cover, extra cover, short extra cover.
And that is a perfect maiden over to start this session off. What a start. And that just gives you a little bit of confidence, a little bit more to go off on these overs to come.
Blurry,
You over them.
Blurry.
You.
No, go in closer. No. Go, no. Good start to the over
Well,
by the Shinfield bowler.
pretty good stop to be fair to the keeper.
Comes into bowler's second ball. Jab down to the cover region.
Pushed right directly into the floor by Matt Warner. The 11 runs he's on yesterday. Touched on earlier that he batted quite well.
Scored a quick fire 27, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That will be a wide ball. Signalled by the umpire to the scorer's shed. Very well picked up in the end by the wicket keeper.
The shot where it goes. If it's a good one, I may not do that.
Yeah.
But tell me if it goes to the field.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
70 for 3 after that wide. Pretty decent start for the bowlers here at the start of this session.
Oh.
That is an absolute jaffer. Lots of nip there into the pads, and it's very well. Does very well there, Matt Warner, actually, to get his back behind that. Just watching the replay of that. Could have gone anywhere.
Comes in for his 4th legal ball. Oh.
They're going to take a quick single.
Good.
Wicketkeeper's very quick onto that and was tempted to throw that straight in. No one was at the stumps, though.
Is that a leg by? Yeah.
Signal by the umpire. So, not much cloud as there was earlier. You can see in the distance blue sky.
Bit of cloudage.
Yeah, there was some clouds earlier just above the trees, but here we go. It's a bit of a field change, coming a little bit closer.
As he comes in for his 5th legal ball. Jabs to the cover, extra
Have to
cover
say,
region.
what a start this is for Shinfield. Just a wicket will tick it off. I mean, conceding 2 runs in 17 deliveries is 11 deliveries isn't bad. So.
What?
Swing and a miss, and he came down the track there as well for good measure. Tom Ettridge. That's gonna. Oh no, and that's ruined the umpire's afternoon.
You're not wrong.
And that is over.
That's over.
So, as the bowler comes in to try and bowl,
Fresh over for Shinfield.
Gahandi.
Comes in now. Starts fresh over. On the stumps, defended.
Good block.
This could go longer than we think. Having that debate about the tea break, was it really needed?
I think they were quite a momentum. Like they had the momentum to keep going.
Big sledge should be out. Is out. Wicket. What a start this is to the session for Shinfield. That they will be absolutely loving that. Big slash by Warner. Mistimes it. Bounce.
I mean,
Straight up into the arms of the fielder. Wicket. 71 for 4, conceding 2 runs.
it might
First
just
over and maiden over, by the way, and now the wicket.
it might just be my opinion, but do you maybe think dot ball pressure came to Warner's mind after tea break? Hadn't have a run off the bat so far since the tea break.
Not run off the bat
As
from anyone.
Joe Bofer comes to the crease. Very good upcoming youngster talent for Oxford Downs. Eric Elwood.
Eric Elwood, pre-drunk, as always. Joking.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. So,
Fresh batsman, off Joe.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of pressure after tea. Definitely coming back out there.
There was
Seeing that made him over.
Yeah.
Having no runs off the bat as well. Just again, just forecast what's later to come, and they get the
loads
wicket.
of overs, so there's no pressure. There's no dot ball pressure needing to be given to you. You've got another 33 overs left, so
Yeah, maybe that is the reason why not
28 overs.
maybe that's the reason there were not many blocks. That time blocked again, Joe Botha.
Just got to get his eye in. Good ball, good.
Yeah, but as we were talking about tea break, I think they've definitely lost their momentum after coming out of the crease for
Will
half 20 minutes or so.
Will Watts started very well. He was out early, but he started very well. 30 or 3 overs, I think we were at one point. So that momentum helped. Even though as the wickets fell, we've come up a bit. Very good.
I'll tell you, this game could get rather interesting. Your scorecard as
71 for
71
4.
for 4. See Matt Warner slashing the out for 11 runs.
And there is Curtly Slatter and Gus Watts, the
Hat-trick.
taker, yes.
That'll be one to remember.
Definitely.
Right. So, new over. So, as we get resumed again, 3 overs gone. After tea, 2 runs from it, 1 wicket taken. Good slash to point. Very good fielding.
Starting over the dot. I mean, look at that, 2 runs off. It's 3 overs. I mean, just amazing to tell you. Go into tea, you get charged back up again. Fielders feel more live in the game. I mean, we're only in the 13th over, of course, so that ball, that's runs that time. Quick on to that.
I feel like as there was a tea break and as there was a drinks break, it really did help.
I keep forgetting these.
Right.
Right, here we go then. Another ball in the over.
That's pushed.
Runs.
On the board for us Downs. Tom Ettrich to the mid-wicket region.
Yeah, backing up there was good and
So,
very handy.
quick single. Runs starting
Yeah.
to flow in now, just
So,
a little bit. 5 runs since the break.
So as
The
I was
tea break.
saying, I think, so when Oxford Downs had the tea break in the first innings, I felt like as the tea break went, they
Oh my
definitely
goodness.
gained a bit of hypeness. They went out there with different visions, I could think.
So,
And that what led to the Gus hat-trick and wicket
at the start then it
and
was
stuff.
with Watson and Mahmood. They were starting very aggressive in the opening 5 overs, was it?
Yeah, I think they wanted to
then-
just get the game done though, didn't they,
Just
really?
wanted to get the game done. Then they got out, brought new batsmen in. It's now got to the point of a 74 for 4. Just had a wicket a couple of moments ago. This ball,
Joe
that's
Beaufort.
nicely played, and that will
Should
take
run away
a
for 4.
lot. It might not even reach the boundary. It's not. It's stopped before the boundary. They're going to get back for 4. Are they going to run? They are going to run 4. Very good running indeed. That,
That's brilliant running from
Brilliant
the Oxford Downs
running.
players.
goodness knows why you're clapping there in the mic.
Right. As very good shot by Joe Beaufort.
Gets himself back on strike. That's 4. It wasn't a boundary, by the way. It was not a boundary, just the 4 runs.
Just got to get eye back in Oxford Downs.
Good
Left
leave.
alone.
Very good leave. Playing at that could risk any nicks.
End of over, 7 from it.
Because I just
Right.
anything at the moment.
Fresh over. Yeah. That's
Tom
on the,
Ettrich
on the stumps.
Along the ground to the bowler.
Pick very nice back up by the bowler. It looks like. Right, so that was hit straight into the fielder's hands. Of course, it was Bumble hit straight into the floor.
Where's Reese gone?
Left there.
Next ball comes in, goes for a cheeky. Is that a wicket?
Think that
Umpire
impact
knocked out.
Impact outside the line.
Out, 2 left of the over.
I think it was in line, you know.
I don't know.
It was a very full ball. It had to do a lot of footwork to move the feet, but went for a little cheeky scoop. Didn't come off as well as he would have liked. That one is driven. That should go for 4. That's got the power. There's a fielder to cut it off, though. Will not be used.
Move it to
4 runs, Tom
Move it to
Ettridge.
scoreboard.
There it is.
Another view there of the scoreboard. Oh man. Oh, we love it in here, guys. Bit of banter. So then the score, 82 for 4 after that, after the 4 runs, and
And
Oxford
Tom
Downs starting to get a bit cheeky. That one will be picked up.
Paddle, and they will get through for 2.
So then, not
What
many
the
runs,
shins
not
from the keeper
many
there.
runs needed now. This game could end fairly quickly.
I think Tom Ettridge and Joe both should finish this game together out there in the middle.
Unless there is a major batting collapse, it will
They
take a
could
couple.
be, but I'm hedging my bets at the moment that Downs are going to bat this through.
Scoreboard,
What
the
was that,
current
Reece?
batsman in Tom Ettridge getting a little bit cheeky now with the scoops and the paddles. He had 14 runs. Joe Botha 4.
As Adi Galantella. What's funny?
So I accidentally just pressed something on the thing, making my screen go funny.
Right, comes with the backwards cap, full toss.
Oh, well, we'll stop there and by the bowler.
It's a fresh over. So then, Adigantala from
As it comes into bowl, Joe Botha drives to back foot region. Alan, is that out? No, not out. Good running from the boys. Very good bowling from Adi Galantella.
Got some locals outside the windows.
that could be on its way. No, picked up, thrown in, back to the bowler.
That could
Big
be
shot,
out.
6 runs, is it?
6 runs. What a shot!
Big one, the first one of today, 6 runs. We had one bounce 4 earlier, but that is the biggest shot of the lot, Tom Ettridge. Brilliant shot.
And we are now within 1 shot of winning this game.
So then, 96 a target. Another 6 runs will do it.
7 runs from the over.
Good
Will
over
they
for the
do it in
batsman.
this over? Sure.
Wickets have slowed down. It's Joe Botha on strike. As the field is getting ready.
So, we're thinking that this is going to be the last 2 overs, or 1.5. Whether the fielding side, Shinfield, can hold out. You're 1 view away for all views today to get 400. That would be a big milestone for us.
Definitely.
The co-current viewers, as of now, 29. It'll be a joy for us for you to subscribe to Oxford Downs YouTube channel as the bowler steps up. Well, that millimetres away.
Was there
Was there a nick coming there?
No, I can't because I'm meant to zoom in to the keeper.
Alright, here we go then.
No, just zoom in. As he comes into bowl.
Defence from Joe Botham, but gets a run out of it. I think he was looking for a block there. It's actually missed by the fielder. He wanted to. Sent back and just be the single.
Right.
We've done it, guys. 400.
And he comes
Next
bowl.
into
Good
bowl.
shot from Tom Ettrich, the backward point.
So then,
Just needs to get a bit more under it.
just 4 runs to win. Press the button, you know.
Sorry, I can't actually get it on the thing. Why are my
What?
hands so shaky? There we go. Hopefully it should be
He
a good
comes
over.
into bowl. Tom Ettrich swipes
Goes,
at it.
and that might just end the game.
4 runs. And that is
Game over. That is the end of that then.
Oxford Downs.
Oxford Downs have won the match.
There is Loz and Waz Mahmood.
Did get a bit topsy-turvy in the end, but that is the end of the match, and did win by quite a long way, won by 6 wickets. So then, Oxford Downs win. They smash that 96 in 16.4 overs. And there was not to be another over after that. Just 4 balls in the over, 5 runs. And that might just end us off here then. It's the end of the game. Thank you for everyone that was listening on the 402 of you, the 28 of now, but the 28 watching. That is the end of the game, and we will see We're doing match interviews. Doing match interviews now. I think we're going to get Frankie Crouch, I believe. Reece, can you still hear us? I think we need to go a bit further over so it connects. Reece. Reece. By Wes Mahmood. I mean, how are the conditions out there today? It seemed, well, pretty sunny, same as yesterday.
Yeah, it was a lovely day. A lovely sized crowd to watch the game. Deck played quite well. I think we were far too strong, to be honest, but they really fought well at the end, so yeah, it was a good game.
Did you maybe think that after the tea break that the momentum just fell for Oxford Downs?
Yes, I think our heads went a little bit because we have a lot of Liverpool fans in our team, and they wanted to get the job done in time for the start for kick-off. So yeah, heads were gone.
After you got your 4 wickets today, of course, 5 wickets even. Thank you.
Cheers.